Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
We have arrived.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Right you are.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. Thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report our results? Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Where are the skeletons? Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe. These thieves are only truly defeated when their skulls are snapped beyond repair. Well done. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Britain gets the worm, as they say. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Now that is a surprise.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Where are you going? Time to be heading home.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking ever.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season. Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
We're hardly so destitute as... to shun an ox cart's services. What say we ride... on...
To our destination. A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. Time to be heading home.
I've heard some interesting...
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master. I quite agree. Shall we get some rest then?
"'Tis a perilous journey I've had, Arisen. When that griffin came upon us, I feared we were done for."
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon. Need anything?
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I quite agree.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
One of us has been drenched.
Most impressive, Master.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
I grant you roaring flame.
You'll not live to regret this!
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
'Tis not a solution I envisioned. I dare say my own master would be shocked to learn of this.
Truly?
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
By your leave.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Come on then. Not much chance of a friendly conversation with this lot.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Over here.
No harm shall come to you.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
If a ranged attack is needed, count upon my aim. I would gladly be arisen.
Forgive me, Arisen. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
I could have done no better.
Nice of you to say so!
Well said.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Take opportunities as they come, I say. What's the hurry? Go on, run! We're going to chase.
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
In truth, I'm unready to part from this place. Might I not be allowed to explore it further?
A covetous nature is like to invite all manner of misfortunes. A heavy pack not least among them. On my way!
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Saurians, master. Well done.
Why not with your knife?
Come to think of it,
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need. 'Tis pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead.
Stay watchful. There's no telling what might be lurking amongst the trees.
True enough. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.